All right, everybody. I'd like to welcome you guys to this night's training. Tonight, I want to cover a few things that I'm really excited about. Obviously, the entire team's really excited about Easybot, which is great. We've got a ton of momentum going on it already, which is really, really exciting to see. In less than 2 weeks, we've brought in almost 60 people already. So we're just going like crazy, and it's about to get a whole lot better here. So tonight I want to cover the Easybot trading breakdown and give you some examples that I kind of drew up on the chart. I've been following along with the Easybot trades and marking those on a chart so I can show you guys, because I think if you can see it visually what this thing is doing, and then you can maybe even share with somebody what it's doing and how it's taking its trades. Once somebody wraps their head around, the fact that this can turn a profit regardless of what the market is doing, and it's really exciting to see what it's doing on a downtrending market right now. So I'll get into that. Then I'm really excited. So we have a new Easybot team funnel that we're going to use that I created. I'm going to go over that. We'll go over, a couple of options. Obviously, Easybot themselves are going to be coming out with a funnel, but I want to give the team another option while we wait for that free funnel to come around. So, and then we're going to go in. I'll show you a texting platform that we use. If somebody is really serious, we've got a few on the team that are really serious about hitting Founders Pool with Easybot. So running some ads, having the funnel, things like that. We'll go through that, show you how you can potentially, get a lot more interest in Easybot because no one knows about Easybot. This is a very new company and has just come into the US really. So we have a wide open market, and we're actually in a great position to grow this and have a huge team over the next couple of years, you guys. So it's really exciting. So yeah, let's dive into the trading first. And let me actually change that to where it's not dinging when people come in and out. So one of the things that is a pretty legitimate question, especially if you're brand new to trading, everybody, I've had a few people kind of ask or make comments like, well, why is my balance going down, right? On my trading if it's supposedly turning a profit? And, this is a pretty legit question, right? And, if we see that the bot, they're claiming can make anywhere from 3 to 20% per month ROI, then why is our balance going down? Well, we have to understand what the bot is doing and how it has to trade in a downtrend market, which I'm going to show you here on a chart here in a second. It takes a lot of setup. It takes the right trading style to be profitable in a downtrending market. Fortunately, it's a ton of work, honestly, guys. I used to do this for 3 or 4 years. 3 or 4 years I was trading crypto and trying to do this while I was working a job, and I'd be looking at charts on my phone, trying to take trades in between the work I was doing and stuff like that. It's a ton of work. And so we have this automated now. So I think once I show you this is going to hopefully impress you guys and just see how powerful what's going on in the background and seeing it visually. So I wanted to start here because this was my initial buy when I first set up the bot. And so if any of you guys have watched my videos and my training on how to set this up, I'm going to apologize right now. I definitely did not set this up right. I was kind of learning as I was going on setting up the bot for the first time. And so I definitely made a mistake. I did not have the Binance coin in our Binance US account. You need to have that in there to cover the fees. So I'm going to show you here. I basically set this bot up to fail almost because I didn't have it set up to sell right away when it went into profit. And I'm going to show you here on the chart that even though I set it up this way and it tried to, you can see here in this red, it tried to sell a few times and profit, and it wasn't able to. So immediately my initial buy went into a loss, and this bot went through this trading style and turned a profit. And so let me show you that on a chart when you understand. And so I wanted to start with this example because I lined it up for failure, basically, because it wasn't able to sell the crypto when it was at a profitable point. So it started having to buy lower and lower so that it could cover kind of the mistake I had made, right? So let me open this up and I think a lot of people are going to be surprised to see how much, how far this dropped down and still turned a profit. It's pretty incredible. And so we do have a few traders on the team in our group now. And I think for anybody who's either been successful trading the markets or has tried and failed in trading the markets, still will understand the concept here. And even for the new person. So these black arrows are where the bot purchased, okay? And then the blue arrows is where it sold. So as I was showing you here, this was my first initial buy into the market after I set up the bot. Now you can see after it bought here at this price, it had a nice little run up. So the bot was trying to sell in this range when it bought here, and it was trying to sell and profit in this range. And you can see from that red that it didn't successfully make those trades, right? Like I was showing you here. So 3 times it tried to sell into profit, failed. Now look at what happened. So after that, it missed that opportunity to sell because I didn't have the bot set up properly. Let me get those ads out of the way here. And then look at the huge dive that it took, right? So it dove down, and then what this bot is created to start buying at a lower price and even doubling up. So you can see if we kind of break down these trades a little bit. So my initial buy was $27.41. It tried to sell for a little bit of profit here, as you can see. Again, it didn't get to do that. So then it bought again, another $27.41. Then after it went another 5% down, it doubled up and bought 54. And then it doubled again, bought 109. So it continually buys more and more with the right parameters. And this is all being done in the background, you guys. So as you can see, here's my initial buy. And then it continues to buy, and it double up and bought. This is the 54. This is the 109, okay? Then it buys again, another $27 purchase, and then it sells because that $27 purchase went into profit right away. So it sells that one for a profit. And then as it comes over here, it starts to buy again on a new trading session. But what ends up happening is right here, this blue arrow right here is where it sold all these trades, every one of these trades, all at once for a profit. So a new person, looking at this, it looks a little confusing. I mean, you're buying up here and you're selling way down here for a profit, but that's martingale trading. That's some people call it ladder buying the dip, whatever. There's different terms for it, but buying and doubling up every time the parameters are hit for it to buy, then it allows it to pull the price down to where this level right here, this blue arrow right here, was profitable to sell everything. So hopefully that makes sense, because you can see that not only did I have this set up not right. I was fighting with it again. I still didn't understand that I needed to reset this bot and totally reset it to where it was allowed to where it could recognize that I had the Binance coin in there to cover trading fees on the Binance side. So I had multiple fails in here where it was trying to sell and couldn't. Even through all of that, even through all those mistakes, this bot still turned a profit once I got the parameters set, once I got it set up to actually take a trade. So that's pretty powerful. You can see that I lined this up for failure basically for the first few days, and it still turned a profit through this session. So imagine if I had set this up right, how well it would have done in this first few trades if it was actually buying and selling when it wanted to, right? So that about $300 that it traded, it bought into this coin app, it sold all that for about an $8 profit a few days later, right? So you can see, so since then, it has went, after I got it set up properly, it bought here, it sold here for profit. It sold some of these buys because it bought here, it bought here, it bought down here, then it sold for profit, sold for profit. You can see it bought here, sold here for profit, and then now we're in another downtrend where it's buying. It double bought down here, sold for a nice profit here as well, and then we're getting close to this thing completely selling over. So, hopefully that gives a little insight to what this bot is doing behind the scenes, that it is not a big deal. The fact that it bought right here, you would think, now a normal trader, guys, understand this, a normal trader, if he was reading his charts and he decided to buy here, and then this trade goes against him, he has two choices. He can either hold that trade for the foreseeable future until the market swings back up to where he can sell it and either break even or wait for its wherever his profit level is that he wanted. Or what a lot of traders do is decide they set what's called a stop loss, and they sell at a 5 to 10% loss to where they're not losing too much of that trade, right? They take a small loss to get out of it if the market goes against them. Those are your choices, right? So this bot being able to start buying in at a high level and turn a profit way down here is extremely powerful. So hopefully you guys understand that and understand where we're at in the market, you guys. So the team is joining Easybot at a very interesting time because the market is going against us so much that we're not seeing huge profit, right? Admittedly, like, we've talked about, I think first week I made about $11 my first week with the bot. So, we use some other programs and things where, we've seen some pretty high returns, right? But when we're looking at real world trading that we can follow along with, that we have control of our own finances, we have control of this all the time. We can shut down the bot at any moment, pull our money out of Binance US and move it back to our bank account that day. So it's powerful when you think about it over time, that you could build this up and walk away at any moment. So hopefully that makes some sense with people. Now, do you guys have any questions? I know I just kind of like loaded a lot on you there. I'm going to kind of be showing the other chart here as well on the other coin that I'm trading. What questions do you guys have on the trading? And does any of this make sense, or did I just speak a different language to everybody? So go ahead and if somebody wants to unmute and ask a question, go for it. No, don't be shy, guys. If you got anything, I mean, did that make sense? Can I get a yes, no?
Hey, Casey. So
Yeah.
on the trades, right before it took a big dip, right? We started, yeah. So is it keeping those like on the ones up top? That would have been, a high bought higher than any of the ones where the trades were made for profit. Is it just keeping that trade open up there, or does it look to trade? Does it look to close out a trade in a certain amount? Also, it looks like like those Bollinger Bands. It looks like it's really staying within the confines of those Bollinger Bands. So the bot is probably narrowing it's probably looking for a narrow window of profit overall. If it's, there's a couple on the outside on the bottom over there, but for the most part, it's staying within that pattern. But like the trades up top to the left, are those remaining open?
Yeah, so I should have made that clear, and I meant to. And sorry, I misspoke there. These initial trades that I did, you guys, have already been sold. All these buys were sold right here on this blue arrow for profit. Everything was sold all at once. So I'm not holding these trades anymore. That it was sold right here in this blue arrow for profit, this entire session of transactions. So what's really powerful about it is because it's doubling up, it's buying more and more and more as the market goes down. It basically pulls down the price. And let me show you visually on this side. This was explained by Bren on our presentation call with him, and it was kind of a light bulb moment for me. So let's go back here to this initial. So I bought it 186.36, which was rather high, as you guys see on the chart there. It sold for profit. So what it's doing is every time it's dropping down another 2%, it's buying more. It dropped 5%. It's doubling up, right? Buying more and more. And what that's doing is pulling down the price of that coin to match where you originally bought. And so what it did was sold it all when it finally, so look at that. So my original buy is 186.36, but because of all these buys and these double up, it was able to sell all of those transactions, all those trades for profit for 171.39, and I made $8.38 on that entire session. So that is really, really powerful. So that's what this bot is doing at all times. And you had asked about the Bollinger Bands, which is a great thing. So if you guys don't know, what Dan's talking about is these here are Bollinger Bands, and they basically can give some insight to traders on when the markets might turn around. When it goes into Bollinger Bands, you can see it's usually moving up, right? So, but the bot does not trade. It does not do analysis trading like this at all. It is purely mathematical. From the moment it buys into a trade, it starts waiting for it to either go up 1.5% to sell it in profit, or it starts waiting, and as it goes down 2%, it starts buying. As it goes down another 1%, it'll buy. It's so it's all mathematical, and that's why it only trades a tiny bit of your amount, because you can see here, you guys, where you might think, okay, I have almost $800 in my balance trading AAVE. My first initial trade was only $26.94. A lot of traders, and this is where having a bot is really good to take the emotion out of it. A lot of traders, myself included, when I was trading, would say, well, why do I want to do that? Why would I only trade with that tiny amount? Why wouldn't I put 10% of my portfolio or 20% in to start up? Because if I trade right, if I'm right on my trade, then I'll make a lot more on that trade. Well, by starting so little compared to your overall balance, it's allowing the bot to have enough money to buy and buy again, and then double up and double up. And I've seen it 4x buy, you guys, on one position. So it's giving it a lot through that 600 recommendation per coin. It's allowing it, and their math and the way they're doing things is to where it can withstand that 50% drop in the market and still turn a profit. So slow and steady wins the race here, you guys. So hopefully you guys, yeah, it's not exciting. We're not going to see huge returns in a week, but when it's compounding every time it turns a profit over time, this will be a really, really great bot. There hasn't been a bot out there on the market like this, plain and simple. So Easybot compensation plan aside, all the great side for recruiting is really, really great. This on its own is an industry changer. I think it really is. So that's why I wanted to do some breakdown of the charts, you guys. I don't want to focus too much time on it, but I did want to just kind of give you guys a visual of what this thing is doing and kind of how it's turning profit. So hopefully that makes sense. And does anybody else have any questions on the trading side of things, or Easybot on its own? Anything in the back office? We could cover that real quickly before I move on to our new funnel system and our marketing. Again, this is all basically, we're covering Easybot stuff tonight anyways, but if you guys have any questions on anything on Easybot, back office, trading, whatever, compensation plan, I mean, we can talk about whatever you want. If there's something that's coming to mind. And then if not, if you think of something, we can cover stuff at the end. We can have question and answer session, but I realize we're already almost half an hour in here. So I want to cover, the funnel with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and close down the chart. And if you guys think of anything, we can talk about that at the end here. I'm going to close that down. Yep. Let's leave. All right. So you got a couple of choices for a funnel. So as I had mentioned, and I just heard on a call that was recorded on the 30th, and it's the second today, that they are expecting to have their Easybot's marketing funnel that the company is going to provide for us is going to be done anywhere in between the next 2 to 4 weeks. Okay. So if you guys are just kind of casual about recruiting people, again, you don't have to recruit into this, right? But I know that there's quite a few on our team that are chasing Founders Pool and really want to build a pretty big group with Easybot. So the problem with waiting for their funnel, and the reason I decided to go ahead and go this direction, was for the people that are ready to go. They want to get their 12, you guys know, to hit Founders Pool, you need to recruit 3 that are active. You need to help those 3 get their 3 that qualifies you for Founders Pool. So 12 people, that doesn't sound impossible, right? But if you're somebody that doesn't have a big warm market, then running advertising may be the way to go. And regardless, even if you do want to market to a warm market, to friends or family, having a funnel that kind of shows who's really interested, who's not, will help. So, like any business out there, right? There's, people need tools for their trade, right? Carpenter needs tools, auto body guy needs tools. I used to work in the auto body industry, and those guys were on average about $60,000 worth of tools when they were fully geared up for what they did, right? So tools are a part of what we do. So marketing is the same way. Again, if you're a total passive person, then yeah, you can just enjoy the passive part of it. But if you're somebody who wants to refer or to earn from, kind of leveraging other people's money to earn more for yourself and your family, then you're going to need tools, right? So This is one that I had used some months ago. And this funnel, I'm going to show you the funnel that I built for everybody here in a second. But one thing I absolutely, besides the fact that it's easy to put together a funnel. So I'm gonna tell on myself right now here, you guys, like I'm gonna show you the funnel, and you may like it, you may not like it. It didn't take me that long to put together. Anybody can put one of these together. It's actually pretty easy. They have videos in the back. It's really great. But what really sells me on this as far as the funnel, and again, we could use this temporary, you guys, until I have not seen Easybot's funnel, but what I know is they're pouring a lot of money into making Easybot's funnel as nice. And when I say funnel, I mean landing page or something that you can send to somebody, they fill out a form, you can capture their information. That way, you know, if they're mildly interested in what you have to offer, you guys. But what I love more than anything on this is the app that is connected to your page. Okay. So you download an app, you have that on your phone. And in marketing and recruiting, whether you're going to run advertising or whether you're going to send it to a friend or a family to come check out Easybot, the follow-up right away is the important part. And the quicker you can follow up with somebody, the better, right? That's a hot prospect. They've filled out your form. They've watched a video or something. You can follow along and you know that they're going through the process and you know how serious they are. Then it's sent to your phone. You're going to get a notification immediately. Then you can text that person. You can email them. You can call them. Hey, just introducing myself, see that you're taking a look at our Easybot opportunity. It's been absolutely awesome. Let me know if you have any questions. And so let me show you the funnel. So real quick, what I want to cover on this is the pricing, just so you guys are aware. So I have wanted to have a free funnel system for the team, but as of right now, there's just nothing available. Again, Easybot is going to have their own. So if you're really not interested in a monthly cost for tools, it's understandable. I get it. But you're looking at about $37 a month for this funnel system. So if you're someone like, again, I've been told there's a lot of people on the team that are chasing Founders Pool. This might be a pretty great option for you, because then you have that immediate contact with somebody as soon as they fill out a form. So just keep that in mind. That's the monthly cost of that. You refer 2 or 3 people direct, you get it for free, something like that. There is a compensation plan attached to this, but I want to walk you through the funnel system here real quick, what I created. So what's great is this was just what I put together. Okay. You guys, there's people that are a whole lot better at this type of stuff than me. We've got some really talented people on the team. You guys could potentially build a funnel that looks way better than this. You could build a landing page. Some people like Easybot's marketing video. Other people don't. I've had mixed reviews on their video that they paid together. So maybe you're good. Maybe you can record a video that's better. Maybe you could pay a company to do a little video that you like better, whatever the deal is. You want a teaser video here. So what we're going to be doing is sending this to, again, like, friends or family, if you want to do that, or we're going to be paying. So imagine somebody has agreed to be on a text list for cryptocurrency. They're interested in cryptocurrency. And then they're sent, something, use a cryptocurrency bot that never loses a trade. And they click on that ad, they come to this page here. And then they're going to see this: cryptocurrency made easy, never take a losing trade again. That's interesting. So they watch the little teaser video here. And then if they're interested, if they want to know more, then they can fill out the form. Let's hope that I'm going to do one of our old emails that I know hasn't been through this funnel yet. Gmail.com. Okay. So this is all required information, guys. So they have to give a name, they have to give an email, and they have to give a phone number, right? And then submit. Okay. So I filled out the form. It's taken me, so that prospect or that person that you sent this funnel to is going to come to the next section. Okay. And then right there, and then, by the way, I just got my information that I filled out on my app that I told you guys about. Okay, right? So it's instant. I mean, a few seconds after somebody fills out a form, you get a notification on your app, and I can turn around and I can text that person immediately saying, hey, thanks for taking a look at our site. You're about to watch our team's presentation on Easybot. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. Okay, just no pressure, nothing like that. And what I can tell you guys is Bren's presentation that he recorded for us, this video has been converting like crazy, guys, already. It is really good. And what we did right, what we talked about is maybe, for whoever of you guys that was on there, we talked about splitting up the referral side and the product side. So this video right here is purely talking Easybot, the product itself. It's not talking about recruiting people, none of that. So it's not going to turn off people by talking about, some people, they see that like, there's multiple levels, and oh no, it must be a scam, like we don't get into that at all. It is purely just his awesome presentation that Bren did for us, and it has been converting like crazy. So I'm going to tonight, we're going to actually order leads together, and I'm going to send this out. Actually, the last page I showed you, and it's going to go to this funnel. So they watch this presentation and they like it, and they say, okay, I want to learn more, right? Or they're ready to go. They see it, they're like, yep, I get it. Easybot looks awesome. They're requesting a link. So they're not going to sign up automatically. And there's a reason I did that. Okay. There's a reason I did that for you guys. So I've told you from the beginning that I am going to only refer the amount of people I need to open up all my levels. But right now, my main goal is to qualify as many of us as possible into Founders Pool. Now, again, I can't do this all myself, you guys. So this is why we're going through this training, so I can teach you guys how to set up your own funnel and to pay for your own advertising if you're really wanting to chase Founders Pool. But I'm going to do my best, right? So I'm still going to. So imagine if you started running your own ads, or you started doing your own marketing with this funnel, but then me, every once in a while, I'm going to get a referral link request for somebody, and then I'll bring them in and I will place them under one of you guys for whoever is next in line to get a referral. Okay, so it's not, am I going to recruit enough to get you guys to Founders Pool on your without you doing a thing? No. Right? I wish I could, but we might have 2 weeks to a month to get this done. I'm going to do the best that I can, but just know maybe that would help if I can be placing people underneath different people. Maybe I can help push you over the edge. So that's going to be my goal, is to not to just go out there and recruit a bunch of people direct. Now I could, right? You heard Bren has recruited 750 people direct to himself, right? So, there's leaders out there that do that. That's not my style. I like to help. I want us to all grow and together, but man, I could make a boatload of money if I just started recruiting directly, right? So, keep that in mind. I'm trying to, I'm taking my money, my time, my resources to recruit people and put them underneath you guys so we can all grow together. So So hopefully that helps. Hopefully you guys are excited about that I'm going to try to do that for you. So the request referral link. So there's a couple of reasons I'm having them request a link. Number one, they filled out the form you saw previous saying, okay, yeah, they're interested. They want to learn more. Here, by the time they request the referral link here, right? They've double gave me, they've gave us their information twice. And then we're going to get notified that they filled out the form requesting a Easybot link. So we're going to know they're serious. By the time they filled out the form twice, we know that they're serious about it. So that's going to help us differentiate in between people that are just kind of looking around, not so sure, to people that are like, yep, I see it, I love it, I want it, right? And so that's what we'll do here. So basically, what that's going to do is when they fill out this form, it's going to take them to Easybot's homepage. So let me see if I can log out here real quick. I don't know how many of you guys have went and checked out the Easybot homepage, but there's a couple of things I love about it that this company is doing so much better than other companies we've been a part of. Let's say you mentioned Easybot to somebody or another company. This is what happens. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I need to clear this out properly. There's companies out there that have a sign up now button on their main page. So let's say you had talked to a friend or something like that about whatever company, X, Y, or Z company, and said, man, it's awesome, it's great, it's wonderful. That person goes out, they don't get your link. So let's say you had that conversation, they don't get your link at that point. So they go out there and they Google whatever you were talking about, and they come to a website, the main company's website. There's a lot of companies that have a sign up now option on their main website. So what does that mean? What that means is you have sold that person on the opportunity, but the company signs them up and either keeps them directly, or they'll just put them in underneath some random person in the company. You just lost that referral, right? So that's pretty frustrating, right? You could be pretty irritated with that. So Easybot is not giving that an option. You have to go back to the person that referred you to get their link. That way there's none of that losing people, basically. Okay, so that's a good thing. So basically, while we run them through this funnel and they come over here, while they're waiting for you or me or whoever's ran them through the funnel to send them a referral link of wherever we want to place them in our group, they can be checking out Easybot. They can be, there's even a short little 10-minute presentation on one of these pages. I don't think it's the main page. I think it's about us or something like that. There's a little presentation from the CEO of the company that covers a little bit about what Easybot does. So by the time they get to this point, they're going to be fairly excited and sold and probably waiting for your link. And if you've already texted them introducing yourself, and then by the time they're on this page looking at it, and then you're texting them your referral link, bam, we'll have a conversion. So I've done a lot of thinking about this to make it as effective as possible. Before I go on and cover the texting, the ads section of it, do you guys have any questions on this funnel at all? Any feedback, anything at all? Let me know before we go on. And you can type something into the chat too, guys. You don't have to. I know, and not everybody likes to be recorded or whatever. So if something comes up, let me know. If not, just for time constraints here, I want to jump on to the texting and marketing. So again, think about the funnel that we created. You can get a copied version of that funnel, or you can create your own. Like I said, that could potentially be a whole lot better than what we're doing here. But I have done some text ads on this, and I'm full transparency, guys. I use this service to market IPC. Okay, so how did that go for me? Well, I got about a 30% conversion on my paid advertising, which is actually pretty good. And this was a funnel that I'm not very proud of. It was a video I threw together that wasn't very good. The funnel just, it looked okay. All right. And I text that out, and I got a 30% conversion, meaning they filled out the form and went on to the next step. Now, that being said, we did not have any people follow through. And the main reason why is there was so much negativity online around IPC at that moment. We didn't have anybody convert. Easybot is a whole different animal we're talking about here, guys. There's, I mean, we know who the owners are. We know their trading is legitimate. I mean, a lot of the things that we're dealing with IPC is not even a question in anybody's mind here, because you keep your money in your own control in Binance, right? As you guys know how this works. So this is a much easier sell for most people. And in fact, I want to mention, besides running ads, the warm market has been doing really well on this for a lot on the team who are already bringing it up to friends and family. So don't be afraid, guys, because this one, there's a lot more control that you have over your funds here. And so you're not asking a friend or a family to put money into a platform and hoping they get it back, right? Here it's controlled. They have control of it. So we've seen some pretty good conversion on it. But there's different package levels you can choose here. And so you can see, now this might sound like a lot. You're spending almost $200 to text out to 500 text outs. Now, at first glance, that might sound like a lot, and you can go lower than this. I've done a couple of tests on the 100 level. So let's just start there. 100 clicks for $50, right? So per click, excuse me, that's not bad. I think I figured out it's about in between 40 to 50 cents each. Now, these are people that have requested to be on this text group, okay? Or that they're on a list agreeing to receive text messages from this company about whatever, about specific keywords. So not to get too deep into the weeds here on how marketing works, but keywords are a big part on like, any Google search or anything like that. So let's say, for example, let's use cryptocurrency. Okay. So what this means is someone has went online, they've searched cryptocurrency, they've went and they've filled out a funnel like the one that I created, expressing interest, and they've agreed to be marketed opportunities surrounded that are around cryptocurrency, right? So can you imagine somebody that's like, yeah, I'm interested in learning about cryptocurrency projects or whatever, and then they're marketed a bot, they're marketed Easybot that talks about, trading hands off, hands free, never taking a losing trade. It's going to convert, right? Another option somebody could do is multi-level marketing, right? Maybe somebody, I can tell you, we have huge people looking at Easybot right now that have been a part of other big companies in the past. They're seeing they can bring their groups over and their groups can be earning from the moment they get in, instead of spending money every month on some product, potion, lotion, pill, whatever the deal is, right? So we have big players moving into Easybot right now. Affiliate marketers, affiliate marketing. Brand Blaze, who did our presentation, is an affiliate marketer. He's a very successful affiliate marketer. If you go take a look at his channels, right? So So there's a few different things that you can choose from here as work from home opportunities. Maybe somebody's just interested in a work from home gig. That's where our passive income community comes into play. You guys know we've got quite a few people on the team that are now doing this full time. So that's basically it. So we do have a question on this. Let me get to this. So Jeff says, so it's 37 for the funnel system, but everyone is responsible for dropping the link on their own, correct? It's not being sent out for anyone, just to clarify. Yeah, that's that's correct. So you still got to do your own marketing. The funnel is purely just to you're paying for this funnel, like I showed you. That's all it is. And again, it gets attached to your to the app on your phone, so you can follow up them in real time. So admittedly, guys, we're covering this, and it might seem, especially if you're just getting started on the team, or I get it, spending $50 or $100 or $1,000 on marketing or whatever might seem a little over the top when you're just getting started. But I mostly wanted to show the text platform for the people that are really chasing Founders Pool. And if you've already burned through your warm market, like if you've already reached out to people and you're kind of running out of a list or whatever, people that then this might be the next step. So imagine as a team, if we can have a few people running some text ads, using the funnel to market a little bit here and there. We can really create some duplication and synergy in the team, so that we can be building together. And what I really like about Easybot's compensation plan is I can build for you guys. And really, if you've just came in and you've gotten your 3 people, okay, let's say we have some that joined just a couple of days ago and they've already got their 3 people and they're working on getting their other 9. So some on the team I haven't even met yet. You guys are doing an awesome job, so keep it up. But that's the great part, is you're actually incentivized to help your downline immediately grow. So you can recruit directly and just tell your downline to shove off, I guess, if you want to. But if you're chasing Founders Pool, and it's really, you're incentivized to help your downline get referrals. And so it's we can create a real synergy here, I think, with a funnel and running ads. Create that duplication, and we'll grow quick, guys. I've seen it in other companies. My mentors have 8,000 people in their team in a little over a year. So you get the ball rolling and it can just absolutely explode. So we're at a little over 200 now. Our team is really starting to grow now, which is exciting. But imagine what those 200 people could do if we start running ads, or if we start using a funnel to market to our warm market. We can light this thing up over the next 3 to 6 months. I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to actually stop there on the recording, and then you guys can just ask anything else you want before we wrap up tonight.